for rehab. I wanna relax. Girl, you understand my needs and I believe that. Detox and revamp. Things you do with your hands. You know I need that rehab.
You want in-house? You need to get me a ring. I'm not doing your laundry. I'm not doing wife as a girlfriend. And most men are getting wife from girlfriends, and girls are not even girlfriends. And so they don't feel no like this.
What exactly is wife? What does that consist of?
Sacrifice.
Okay.
Sacrifice.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
What is sacrifice?
Sacrifice of what? Because you mentioned laundry, so give me some other
Sacrifice of self. Like, this is what I want to do when I want to do it.
Sacrifice of self. Dog, one thing about women, bro, when you ask them to provide context, full context of what the fuck they're talking about, they can't do it, bro. They start to make it sound like smart to the point where if you a dumb nigga, it sounds smart to you. It means sacrifice of self, sacrifice of spiritual interbeing, which interlines with the connection of the self-awareness. And get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm glad that tripled down on that question. What the fuck do you mean when you say this? And she could not explain it. Why? Because it was total bullshit, bro. Please make these women actually provide contact. Damn, my lips actually. Right.
And she wonders why she's a pump and dump.
Girl, he look good. Excuse me.
You talking to me?
Yeah, you look good. I mean,
how much money you make?
Huh?
A month, not a year, a month. How much money you make?
What you mean? I just want your number. I can't get your number.
Can you even afford me? Can you pay for my haircut? For my chain?
How much your haircut?
What car do you drive?
Bro,
if you don't drive a Rolls Royce or a Bugatti, I don't want to talk to you. I don't know why you keep trying to talk to me.
I can't just get your number. I thought you was cute.
Where would you
Damn.
take me on a date? Where would you take me on a date?
I mean, out to eat.
Where? I don't do Applebee's. I live in Miami. I don't do Chili's. I live in Miami.
I mean, I
need
can save
a
up.
helicopter ride to Dubai to come back to Miami to eat some food. That's what I need. Can you do that?
I mean, let me save up some money first.
You wearing last year Balenciaga. I don't want that.
I mean, listen, I could take you to Applebee's or something. It's not 2 for $20 no more. It's 2 for $26. They got expensive.
See my Da Vinci slides. Do it look like I do Applebee's? Play with somebody else.
What does she not understand? Like, how dare she have the audacity to ask this man to go to Applebee's? Like, bitch, if you're not going to take a date to Applebee's and you're going to want Ruth Chris steak, how the hell do you think it's going to be the other way around? Doesn't she understand this guy is in his soft guy era? So unless she's bringing more to the table, you know what I'm saying? If she's doing at least 50-50, you get what I'm saying? Then dudes ain't going to want to talk to her. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get the, the pounding, the jackhammer 6,000 on the low, you can get that late at night. I'm talking like 1 a.m. But other than that, man, this guy's in his soft guy era. He's not dealing with none of your mess. The simple fact that you had the audacity to try to walk up to him and be in his presence, damn shame, man.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Salte la tienda, ya son las 9:01. Oye, mija, ¿qué hora sales?
Hey, but come on, we gotta run up to the dollar store. Remember how I taught you to say, help me, I can't find my daddy? You need to do the same thing, but you might have to say Poppy this time. Come on.
My only question is, what Dollar Tree is this, and what's their schedule looking like? Because if it's overseas, I got my passport.
Women are the most dangerous thing for women, because what happens is women will tell a woman, girl, go out and live your life. So she's going to go out and live her life. She's going to 20, 23, 27, 30, 35. Then she's going to get 40 and be like, damn, I want to get married. And the men that wanted you at 20, that want to marry you when you were 20, they no longer want you. They want the younger female. And so now a lot of women are bitter and mean and get on these platforms. I can't find a man. They ain't shit. I'm tired of going to parent-teacher conferences with my son, and I'm seeing all these women line up down the hallway, stressed out, leaning over on the fucking wall because they don't have no man. They made a mistake 12 years ago. They had a one-night stand after the club, and now we have 70% of moms that don't have a man, and these boys are being raised by women, and now these women have turned these boys into son husbands. They don't have no structure. They don't go outside and play. play. They don't do nothing but sit on their asses. And then when they get older, they become the same men that their mamas hate. So now they're out here being Pookie and Ray Ray, depending on females to take care of them. It's a shame that these boys are being raised by these single moms and they taking up on the feminine characteristics of their mama.
Hey, he's right. And that's why I'm like, don't even stress it, my boy, because it's almost over. This batch of women they're about to hit the wall and smack right dab into it. And the next batch of women, that's what a lot of men are pretty much holding out for. Yeah, men are waiting for the next batch. Or if they don't want to wait, they're going overseas. And the next batch is probably going to be overseas anyway. So, yeah, man, don't even stress it. Keep your head up and use that passport.
You guys be thinking that this TikTok world is very toxic. It is. It is. But I am gathering that you have not ventured into the VR world, because I did that. I've been having my VR for more than 2 years, and literally I just started using it like not even a month ago, and I'm still not avid. I do it once in a blue moon. And yesterday, I don't know what the hell was wrong with me. I couldn't go to sleep, so I decided to go to one of those VR chat rooms. And I picked the one with relationship because I'm thinking, hey, I kind of do that. That's kind of like what I do a lot of times. So I like hearing what other people's thoughts are. So the conversation was going great. People were talking about things that were really important to them. And then it wasn't. Because somebody brought up the subject of passport bros and the level of misogyny. They didn't even recognize that they're being misogynist. They said women. They literally said women, I'm trying to think the right words, that we are entitled and that we are manipulative, we are immoral. And the people that are having the conversation, like, they really justify the way they thought.
Yes, abuela, because most of it was probably true. And the thing is, women like you who, hit the wall, slam face first, outside of their prime, dibbling and dabbling, in VR. I don't know why you're even using that whatsoever. You still have your old, customs where your matriarchy rules the family, but it's 2024, so everything that you think is misogyny is not misogyny. Men speaking their minds, men saying the things that are, that are true to, how we see things. It's not misogyny. You're just programmed and you're used to that matriarchy in your old school households full of beta males, simps, orbiters, guys who, couldn't get other women, so they settled for you, and dudes that just had no spine and completely let their woman run all over them.
One man said he wanted a traditional female, one that cooked and cleaned and was very feminine. I lost my mind in there. And the worst part is that my daughter was listening into the conversation and she started like, Mom, tell him this, tell him this. Like, she was getting heated, not even being in the VR chat, but because she heard the stupidity that the men were saying in there.
No, it wasn't crazy. It wasn't wild. It wasn't toxic, and it wasn't masculine. It was the truth that you need to hear, because you've never been able to hear any of this, because dudes in your generation, when you were in your prime, they were too busy trying to get laid. So they were appeasing your ego. They were letting you walk all over them. They had no spine, and you had no alphas. You're too busy being masculine. You're too busy arguing with random people on VR because your life sucks and you don't have a man. And that guy that you procreated to make this daughter that you say that you have, you probably ran him off because you were a headache. That's the truth most women just don't want to face. They want to live in this delusional bubble and just say whatever they want about men because there's no consequences. But it's absolutely delusional. And this just goes to show you she has no man, because she's doing these shenanigans, these tactics, arguing with men about how men think because they've never heard it before. And she's doing this activity with her daughter. Like, how unclassy is that? How immature is that? This is a super grown, this is an abuela. This is somebody's grandma, bruh. Wild, bro. Insane.
You're stupid. And anyway, so I'm like, you know what? You want a very feminine woman, and you say you want to take care of her, but you still want her to pay half the rent and then take care of the kids and actually make you food as well.
Incorrect. That woman that you're actually describing, you don't even know this, but that woman's not even in the United States. She's overseas somewhere, and she is actually happy and would love to take on that role because that's her natural role by nature and how God made the makeup of a woman. And she would love to nurture the child, but she would not be working and the man will be taking care of her fully. So no, your perception of what you have is probably geared toward a modern woman, probably someone, you know, like your daughter or something. I'm just saying, you know, maybe a modern woman that has your type of mindset. I would say if she's anything like you, then 9 times out of 10, she's probably liberated, possibly promiscuous. But I mean, I know that's none of my business and you don't think that's anybody's public business, but it actually matters because she will actually repel men from actually wanting to be with her, put a ring on her finger and make her ultimately happy so she can achieve the goal that'll give her ultimate fulfillment. But women like you who missed that bus a long time ago, 20 years ago, and now you're an abuela, you should know this and understand this. But no, same path, crabs in a bucket mentality. Even if it's your own offspring, you know, pull them down off the ladder of success for them to actually out-achieve you. But no, nobody can, you know, outdo her. Nobody can outdo the mama. See, matriarchies, man, mess up everything, man. Single women give their daughters and other single women terrible dog shit advice, and this is proof.
I don't understand why you can't do shared parenting duty. One guy said it's not right for a guy to stay home with the kids. That's not his job. And even if it is his job to take care of the kids, you notice how they don't complain. Really? Like, how many men do you know that actually stay at home?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
The conversation was so damn crazy that I started calling them out on everything. In fact, some of them left the room because they just couldn't handle it. And then it got even worse when the moderator got involved, in which, you know, she was like definitely a crazy liberal and just basically told them about themselves.
Are you kidding?
First of all, men don't care because what they probably did is they probably got themselves out of that group while you were screaming and yelling at each other and screaming probably at the moderator, and she was talking to absolutely nobody because men are logical enough to get up out of there because you sound like sirens on a police car, an ambulance, or a fire truck, and it's just roo, 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 roo. Bro, we're like, no, we gotta go. We want to keep our brain cells and our ears are bleeding. That's what it was. So yeah, don't even let her. She don't understand technology like that. Don't even let her fool you like that, man. Like, and you're not a threat. You're just the old chick. Like, that just happened to just grab your daughter's VR and start exploring because your life is boring as hell. You have no man. You're not fulfilled, and you have a child out of wedlock. And the guy that gave you that child is most likely gone somewhere, dealing with a baddie somewhere, and you're just mad, upset, and just bitter over it because you wasted all your time picking men that you were going to end up making their ears bleed and then causing them to go crazy and run off for their own mental health. But let's see what she says in the end.
But that room has so much level of toxicity that I have never seen some crap like that. Not even on TikTok. You have no idea. Don't go there. For real. Don't go there.
Translation from Womanese. I've never heard this before because men that I've been around and I grew up around and people I know are complete cucks, simps, and we use them as doormats and we turn off the faucet of sex to make them comply to take out the trash, go fix the car, and we kind of just roll over them to the point where we really don't want our men. We just want the offspring and the energy that men give us because without them, we don't exist.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.